I mean, he's obviously hurt. You know, he's a big component of what we do. You know, a great player, great system player. So, you know, obviously health comes first. So, you know, we want him to get healthy. And, you know, for us, you know, it's next man up mentality. Continue to play the right way and, you know, have some guys step up in his absence.
How are you feeling physically? Are you 100% back?
It's a progress, so I feel better. I mean, I wouldn't say 100%, but I mean, honestly, in the NBA, I don't think you don't never really play 100%. You know, just playing with this travel and many games. So, but I say it's a progress, and I've been trending in the right direction. So, just got to keep, you know, trusting the process and doing the proper things to, you know, keep getting my body right.
Are there some things that you've been limited because you're still in that progress part?
I mean, definitely have been limited a little bit just from having that much time off, and you know, as far as being this mobile and having this much lift and conditioning, everything, you know, plays a part when you take that much time off. So, but I feel like each game is starting to come back a little bit. So, just gotta stay patient and stay with the process.
How's it felt with that new starting lineup?
It felt good. I mean, obviously, short sample size. You know, we finally got to have our first practice with that lineup. So having that lineup out there with no practice, I think it was pretty, you know, it was pretty solid. But now that we starting to put some sets in and build some chemistry with that lineup, do a couple of practices, I think it'll only get better.
AD mentioned after your last game against Boston that, you know, you guys are switching more, but there's also been some miscommunication, you know, going from a drop team to switching. Just have you felt that out there? And I guess what are the ways that shows the most, that lack of communication, that miscommunication?
For sure. I think a lot of it was communication, and part of it we kind of changed the whole defense, so without a practice, which is tough, you know. So we kind of went out there, you know, tried to figure it out throughout the game, and I think even like Boston, we had a rough start due to, you know, just some miscommunication. But like I said, this practice was a good practice, and you know, kind of what we needed just to kind of settle things in and start to get back on the same page and build some chemistry.
What do you think or what's the key for you offensively in that starting group as far as helping out, you know, LeBron and AD?
Me personally?
Yeah.
I would say just being aggressive, you know, whether it's cutting or, you know, driving or whatever the case may be, being ready to catch and shoot. But just continue to move around, you know, Bron and AD. Not only me, but, you know, TP and Cam, all of us just kind of make the game a little easier for them, you know, whether it's cutting, slashing, or even making open shots. So I think the more aggressive we are, and even getting out in transition will help too. That'll start from the defensive end, so I think that'll help us get off to a better start.
Seems like there's been a lot of, since the in-season tournament, essentially, you guys have kind of hit a rough patch in a way, and then also having a tough road schedule, being on the road for the majority of December. How do you kind of reset, you know, as you go into this new year for, you know, to get back on the right track?
Like today, starting with a good practice. I think that due to the in-season tournament and our traveling and stuff, we haven't had a lot of time to practice. So this is a much needed and, you know, efficient practice that kind of brings us together. I think usually that's what practices do. Like when you kind of go off track, we kind of come back in and settle in. So I think this practice was huge for us. Also, you know, us having a home stretch coming in January with a little bit less travel, which will allow us to practice a little more. I think that that's a big component for us right now.
How's the finger? I noticed there's some kind of bandage or something.
Yeah, my finger's cool. Kind of messed it up the game before last, but
What is it? What's the injury?
I just jammed my finger.
Okay.
Jam finger.
Yeah,
Jam finger.
Has it affected your game at all?
I mean, initially a little bit, just from, I guess, from a shooting motion and passing, but nothing major.
Thanks, Vanda.
Thanks, Vanda.
No problem.